You need to make a decision right now. Abuja or Lagos, where do you invest in? If you watch this video to the end, you will be able to decide faster which location to invest in. These three questions are what investors and buyers look at when they want to buy or invest in a location. Number one is how safe, calm, and serene is this location. And under safety, this is what they actually look at. Now, we're looking at Abuja and we're looking at Lagos, right? Under safety, you're looking at things like the land laws, the land use, and development control. In a place like Abuja, there are very rare cases of houses be falling or crumbling or collapsing, as it were. Why? Because in Abuja, there's the DDC that's in charge of ensuring that the standard and quality of houses that go up are quality houses, right? That one's also there. When it comes to Abuja, to the land laws favor investors and buyers if you work with the right realtor and the right company as well. The landlords here protect the buyer as well from buying in zones that will cause them trouble in the future, as well as the land use and documents and all. Every land is designated for a particular use. So when you buy rightly, the chances of having any issues in the future is limited a whole lot. Whereas in places like Lagos, yes, you hear lots of times you've heard a lot of houses that are slanting, that are standing like this, or because of the level of development control is much more higher in places like Abuja, and that's why people ask questions about how safe the place is and all of that. But when it comes to safety, just have in mind the landlords and the development control that sees that houses are of good quality. We're talking about serenity. Now, serenity is a sign of growth. Looking at Abuja, looking at Lagos, there are fewer places in Lagos that are still serene, but in Abuja, lots of places are still serene. And serenity is a sign of growth. What that means is that because there's not a whole lot of population here and influx of people, there are still places that are still calm and serene. But as population grows, of course, serenity reduces to a large extent. Serenity and calmness work hand in glove. And of course, when you hear serenity, you think of class, you think of luxury. Number two question they ask is, how organized is the location and how easy is it to navigate at this location? The organization of a city greatly affects how easy it will be to navigate in that city. And of course, this will include how long it takes to commute from one place in the city to another place, things like traffic, all of that, how fast it will take to build different houses. Yes, because if you consider the time it will take these tractors on the road to get from site to here and there, it's going to affect a whole lot of things. And when you look at a place like Abuja has currently in Nigeria can brag to a large extent to have one of the best road networks, wide roads, smooth roads, and all of that. This has cut down, though Abuja is large to an extent, but it has actually cut down the commute time between two places. But when you look at Lagos, and Lagos still ranks highly for the longest hours spent in traffic across Nigeria, and this also affects some other things like how long it would take to commute from one place of town to another. For investors, they look at things like that. Would people want to move in that direction, want to grow in that direction? To a large extent, Lagos is peaking. I won't say it has fully peaked, but it has peaked a whole lot. So getting into the real estate space there would require you more investment, more money invested, right? Whereas here, because it's still coming up and organization is really, really high, you can come in right here lower and actually make a whole lot more money. The third question is, where does more value appreciation happen? In which location? So in thinking of between Lagos and Abuja, where does more value appreciation happen? Not necessarily faster, but more appreciation value. And one of the points we mentioned is they ask how calm and serene is the place. When we mention the calmness and serenity in Abuja as the first point, this is because Abuja is still developing to a very large extent. Constructions and infrastructures are still going on. Immigration, people are still coming in for more opportunities. Literally, the location of Abuja is still rising a whole lot. Like I mentioned earlier, it's not like Lagos has peaked, but to a large extent it has developed, whereas Abuja is still developing. So having that in mind, when you invest in a place like Abuja, because it's still developing and a whole lot is still going on, the chances of you having good returns over a period of time is higher because it's still opening up and people are coming in. But in a place like Lagos, you're going to actually invest a whole lot more to experience higher returns over a period of time. Also, not to forget to mention, recently with the constant and steady infrastructural development that's going on across the city of Abuja, literally every district in Abuja is experiencing one form of development or the other, which is making properties in this district appreciate really fast. Like, where infrastructure goes, appreciation follows, right? So that is making appreciation happen a whole lot faster in Abuja and over a sustained period of time than in other places in Nigeria, Lagos included. So if you've been trying to make that decision right now, I believe that by watching this video, this would help you decide fast and of course invest in Abuja. And if you want to take quick action with the information you've received, you want to invest in Abuja like right now, make a decision, all you have to do is just call that phone number on your screen and we will help you get the best of available investments for real estate right here in Abuja. Looking forward to get a call from you now.